excited to have you back. So I was away for a while and I miss you all. I miss your comments and miss your like having you and chatting with you in a sense. Because each week or time that I bring you a video, I have so much fun and communicating with you. And today I want to share with you my Iboga experience. So I want to start with this, right? So initially I filmed this video while in Africa, and while listening to this video, I realized that the sound quality wasn't the best or isn't the best. And as a result, I decided to do this one so that I will attach that to the end and really explain you the experience why I was still in the energy of it. Because as of today, I've integrated so much of what I learned. So my energy is a little bit more grounded. But then I was still just so, and I just want you to also have that experience. So I'm going to attach that video. Do not mind the sound. Do not mind. There was like so much wave at the back end. So there was a lot of like sound at the back and all of that. But I'm excited to bring that to you. Before going back home, I've always had a desire to do a plant medicine experience. And for a while, I've been trying to go to South America. But then finally, I learned about, wow, we have a plant in my country and it's literally found only in kind of like Central Africa, meaning Gabon, Congo, and Cameroon. So, and this plant is the godfather of all plants. It's called the godfather of all plants, and this is what we call Iboga. So Iboga is literally a plant medicine that is actually a physical plant, and the part that we take for inner healing and the spiritual work is literally the roots, right? So when I learned about this plant, I was like, I'm gonna try. So if I'm back home, of course, as I'm going like this, I'm gonna try the plant, because remember I said before going, I had this huge awakening and huge downloads that were happening, and it's also within that period that I felt called to sit with the plant medicine, and then Iboga was actually shown to me during that time. So when I went back home, I was excited to try it, and literally finding like someone that is trusted to have it was a little bit of challenge. There were like a lot of scammers, and I just had to follow my intuition. But I can tell you that now I'm going to share with you the experience. Again, I'm playing the video. You understand what happened through the experience. Today I want to share with you my Iboga experience, and if you are a subscriber, thank you for being here, and if this is the first time you're finding me, please hit that subscribe button. Now, if you've been following my journey and you're following me on social media, you will know that recently I felt sick and I had to travel back home to Africa to actually get some treatment. And when I got here, one of the things that has been on my heart for the longest time to do was to do a plant medicine experience. So when I felt the leading to have like a psychedelic experience and all of that, as I kept just doing some research about plant medicine, that is when I came across Iboga. And trust me, I'm Cameroonian, and I didn't even know that we had such a powerful plant medicine in my country. And I didn't know that we had such a big, beautiful plant that is helping people transform their lives and all the like. So for me, having found that out, I was like, oh my God, I really need to experience this. And more than that, it's just like I was also at this point where now I feel like I want to do like a lot of deep work, especially trauma work and like the subconscious mind. And yes, I've been doing the work using the method that I teach and all of that. But then I felt like I needed something to kind of like assist me to go even deeper in that. Iboga has really been a great assistant, and I didn't know that I had this beautiful asset in my country available to me that I could access. And mostly because this information, most people see it as negative, bad, and all of that. And just to give you a little bit of background, I come from a Christian background, and I grew up in church, being a pastor. I'm certified, like, went to pastor school, worship leader, and all the things. So really in the Christian world, I've really gone so deep. And
So for me, we were taught that all of these things are demonic, and we're taught that it's not good, it's bad, and all of these things that we all are told when we are on this like path of like spiritual journey and all of that. So because of that, I kind of like shut my mind to everything that had to do with my roots, including my parents, my ancestors, and so many things, because it was termed demonic. So when I really had that uh, desire while in Dubai to really sit with this plant medicine, I really like, oh my God, I didn't know I had this asset in my country. So listening to other people's testimony and experiences really encouraged me to actually sit with it. So what is Iboga? So Iboga is a plant. It's a plant medicine that is actually also known as the godfather of all plants. So if you are in the psychedelic world and in the spiritual world, maybe you've heard of ayahuasca and mushroom and all the other psilocybin and all the other beautiful medicines, right? That kind of like assist you in your spiritual awakening and spiritual journey and internal healing. So for me, it's called the godfather of all plants because unlike other mushrooms and plant medicine that are a little bit softer and that are a little bit good on your body, easy and soft, Iboga is literally not really soft on you. It's very hard. It's a masculine plant. So here we see it like ayahuasca is the feminine energy plant, while Iboga is a masculine energy plant. This is because when you take ayahuasca, for example, you have like very beautiful experiences of seeing visions and maybe being out of body and kind of like just seeing beautiful things, right? And though at times you might see scary things, which of course is always a projection of what the energy that you're holding. But with ayahuasca, with Iboga, what happens is that it's a very strong and potent medicine that when you take, you literally feel it in your body, and you may not have the fun and all of that, but it's like all the negativity that you have been holding about yourself and about life and all of that is made revealed. So it's like this medicine, oh, the waves are so strong. It's like this medicine that really gets you to face your subconscious and reveal who you are to you, even beyond what you thought. One thing I want to be like a caution here is that Iboga is a very strong plant, and it literally, ibogaine is so strong that it can literally kill you if you have existing health conditions, and if medically you have not been scanned and seen that you're fit to take it, because it's so strong, and I'm going to talk about that. So I literally had a doctor who actually does that, and they put me under I took the plant medicine, and oh my God. So literally what happened during the experience itself. So when I took the plant medicine with a very spiritual intuition kind of stuff and reverencing the plant, when I took it, the very first thing is that initially you're going to feel like a lot of like tummy upset in your tummy, and you're going to want to poop and throw out and all of that because it's so strong and your body might want to reject it. But as you take it, you're going to use, I started like hallucinating and see things differently and all of that. And then as the experience was going on, because it's not a short experience, trust me, it's an experience that you're going to be under the medicine for maybe probably like 8 hours. So I started like, personally for me, what was revealed for me is like I was in my body and then in my mind. So it's like in like from what the revelation and the experience that I had, I literally went into my body and started seeing my body from inside out. So this means that I started seeing my body from a microscopic standpoint, if I can say that, to make that a little bit understood. So for my skin, for example, my skin wasn't just my skin anymore. I was revealed so many things about the body, and even in my throat, it's like my throat opened up. I could see inside my throat, inside my intestine, and all the organisms and everything that is going on within and all of that. And I could also see how like trauma is stored and the tissue. I could literally see the changes happening within my body. So that is the first thing. And then the second thing that happened to me was the revelation of the subconscious. So it's like my subconscious mind was open onto me. And then I started really seeing all the things that I have been, it's like in that moment, there was there's like what we call like the Godfather, according to the plan experience, that kind of like revealed to me everything in my subconscious that is holding me, all the negative self-talk. It's literally like somebody saying, hey, see the things that you've been putting out there, see the energy you've been putting, see the limiting beliefs, see the trauma that you've been holding in your body. For me, that was what it felt. Look at the trauma you've been holding in your body. Look at the thoughts that you've been thinking. It's like my mind is revealed to me, right? And then, of course, the way it's revealed is not through like a vision, but it's through more of an experience that you are literally having and going through it. And then in that moment, because of course you have control over the mind and all of that, I could literally snap out of the experience and be like, hey, so it's like when you take Iboga, it's not really, you don't have like, you may have an out of body experience, but for me personally, I had more of an in body experience. So that's the difference between Iboga and ayahuasca. With ayahuasca, you have most of the time you will be out of your body and all of that, and you might experience life outside the body, but this one is like inside the body. We are going deep in. So I went deeply in my body physically, and then in my psychological body, and then my mind, it's like every thought that I was putting out there, I actually noticed how it was becoming things. And like I noticed like the energy, how my thought. So in short, to summarize it all, I experienced the power of the body and what the body actually holds from a very microscopic and from a very level that the eyes can't see, and then the mind, and especially the subconscious mind, to see how it is actually affecting my life, how it's holding me back, and how it is actually creating all the limitations that I have, and every limitation, was revealed to me. So for me personally, I would say if you're considering going for this plant medicine, especially Iboga, it's very strong, but it's very masculine. So do not expect that you're gonna have like a very smooth, like you're gonna see visions. That might happen, and you're gonna have a very beautiful, flowerish experience. It's actually the medicine that is gonna put you to come face to face with yourself, and it's gonna reveal to you the parts of yourself that you've been suppressing, the parts of all the things that are in the subconscious. So the reason why I will recommend that you do and you go on this is because most of the time we are on this inner work journey, and we are doing the work on the things that we know. But one thing about Iboga is that it's not about, it doesn't reveal to you the things you know, it reveals to you the things you don't know. And it's literally you seeing you from another perspective, and from a perspective that you might have, how you have been stopping and blocking yourself without realizing. So after the experience, I was a little bit like, because this was my first psychedelic trip, and most people will tell you that take Iboga after you've taken other plant medicine. For me, that wasn't the case, because I really felt like I wanted to connect with this plant. I wanted to experience it, because I know also with my work and being a native and a Cameroonian, and this plant being from my country, I felt like this plant can change people's life. And for me, it was time for me to start with that. So after my experience, the next day, I literally felt like really sick. I had to rest a lot, drink a lot of water, and stay hydrated and all of that. So what I would say is that Iboga is not something that you can take on your own unless you are maybe microdosing. But if you want to have the full experience, you need assistance from someone who understands the plan and who understands what it does. But I tell you, it's life-changing, because my life is not the same again after that experience. The way that I see the connection between our body, the words that we speak, the thought that we think, our subconscious, it's like I have been opened more into a deeper level of my work to actually see how real it is. Because yes, I am a coach. I help people to transform and make money, manifest. But then it's like this experience really gave me like an experiential knowledge, and it's just revealed to me the parts of myself where I have been playing some more, I have been hiding and all of that. So Iboga is a very beautiful plant, and I really wish that plant medicine wasn't so demonized. I really wish that Ibogaine itself could be legalized and allowed for people not just to have spiritual experiences, get in contact with their subconscious mind, reprogram, but also heal, because this plant also help people to break addiction and all of that. And I wish that we were not so dogmatized by religion to actually push out all these natural things that nature, God, Mother Earth has placed here to assist us on our journey and on our ascension and on our healing. So for me, it's like, I just wish everybody could sit with a plant medicine after going through this experience. And I tell you, my life is not the same. My energy, the amount of trauma that I released in that experience, and that I knew mentally from study and from also working with clients, that trauma is stored in the body and from doing my own inner work, but I didn't see it, like I couldn't see it physically with my mind's eye in the body. And that is what this opportunity gave me. It literally changed my life. And I tell you, since few days ago, my energy is different, my health is different, and everything is just so beautiful in a way that, you know, I cannot really explain. So I'm so grateful for this experience. And I just wanted to share that with you to encourage somebody. If you want to get Iboga and experience it, if you want to go for a trip or something, trust your intuition, trust your heart, and forget about what you've been indoctrinated. Because most of the time, what we've been told, like what I was told in religion, was so that I could not use this thing to really awaken to my power. Everything that we are told that is negative, bad, is always because it has something to reveal to us about who we really truly are as divine creators and creations. So as a result, they kind of like put these limitations in our minds just so that we are limited and stopped. But I just want, excuse me, but I just want to encourage you, if you feel called to sit with the plant, if you feel called to have a boga, if you feel called to actually go on a plant medicine experience, go do it, have it. And of course, if you want more details and if you want to travel to Africa, to Cameroon, especially specifically to experience the medicine, or you want assistance in that, you can always contact me, because I'm actually undergoing training to actually be able to administer this to other people, because this changed my life and I can't wait to share this with you. Now, thank you so much for being on the channel. I just wanted to share this experience.
Looking back after the Iboga experience, what changes have happened in my life? And the very first thing is that I feel like you can even see it in my energy itself. There's so much deep groundedness that has happened in me because of like what happened in that experience. Now, physically, I feel like something actually shifted, changed in my physical brain, like the organ of my brain, and that happened with my mind. So what happened is that when we experience trauma, right, and we have like it actually affects the physical structure of the brain and blood circulation and all of that. And when you take Iboga or Ibogaine, it actually goes into your conscious mind, and it reveals it and into the subconscious, and it reveals the things that are in your subconscious. And during that experience, you will meet, it's like you will face your biggest limiting. It's like you'll be face to face with your subconscious self, and you will actually see the stories you've been telling yourself and all of that. It's like the inner part of you is revealed to you, right? But beyond that, your physical brain, I feel like the blood and some parts of your brain that maybe the trauma might have stopped blood from flowing through get like unblocked, and as a result, your mind is refreshed. So for me, it's like it feels like a whole new level, because there's a new level of clarity I have around myself, my business, and all of that. And there's a shift in my energy, and as a result of this shift in my energy, it now feels for me like my physical body can hold now the dimension that I was initiated into, or I was being called into. Level of consciousness now in my ascension journey, it has totally changed. And another thing is that the way things just manifest as a result of my energy changing and me not just being in this negative self-talk and all the things happen. Is like I released so much, and then more than that, it's like I now became aware of what I held in my subconscious, and like the negative self-talk is literally like the masculine part of plant medicine. It's very hard. It's hard on the body, and it's harsh even in the subconscious. So when you take it, it's like you sit like that, and you're within your own mind, and you are seeing the negativity that you hold and all the limiting and the negative self-talk that you hold. And it's literally like, it's like, hey, this is what you hold. And for me, after being aware of that, which is awareness is the first part of transformation, I have been integrating to actually shift all of that. Because, you know, transformation is awareness, which is first step, integration, and then embodiment. And then as a result of integrating and working on those things, which for me was self-love, I realized that self-love was the big thing. I had like so much negative self-talk, like judging myself, telling myself how stupid I am, how I am useless. And that literally is like, that is what my mind happened to me during the experience. Like I went within myself instead of like ayahuasca that you go with outside of yourself and maybe you have outer body experience, you see things. And no, with this one, you go inside within yourself, within your physical body, which I did. Like I went into my physical body. I could see my intestine from within. I could see all the organism living within me. And then I went inside my mind and it's like, everything was like, oopsie. So it's a very powerful plan and it's a very powerful experience. And I just wish that we all and everybody could experience it. Because the truth is, when you experience it, I can tell you and assure you it's going to change your life. However, I always recommend that if you should meet like medical assistance or someone who has experience with it. And being back, I've been collaborating with the people who run it back home so that in future, we are going to set up like a retreat center where we all can go and sit with this plan, because in like my retreat. So I'm so excited for that. And I can't wait for that to happen. So literally, my life has not been the same, I tell you, because as I've known, I'm now not just working with my mind, with my conscious mind, maybe the daily thought. I'm working with my subconscious. And one another thing that I would tell you is that all the negative self-talk that I had so much like thoughts that were rising up in my mind, like it's gone, like it's gone. I've never felt more peace. I've never felt more ease. I've never felt more love. As I speak, I feel like crying, because literally it's like, it's not just assisted me in my spiritual awakening journey, but it has also changed, like, I feel like it's one thing that is going to reveal to you. If you can say what is the one thing that you took away from that experience, it'll be like revelation, awareness. Like it shows you who you really are. It shows you the darkness you're holding. It shows you the dark side. It shows you the shadow. It shows you the things you need to work on. And it's very straightforward, right? With Iboga, it's very straightforward. It's not like ayahuasca where maybe you are shown pictures or things you just have like, and then you don't know what to do with it. With this one, you're really shown the things that you need to work on. And it's not like someone or something that is happening outside of you. You go within you and you witness you. So it's like what we say, like you become the observer of yourself. You actually observe, you become the observer of your thought, but not from a very conscious mind place, but literally you become the observer of your thought from a very internal, and literally seeing yourself and coming face to face with yourself. And this has changed my life. The way I manifest right now is so effortless, and there's so much ease in my life. There's no stress. There's no worry. I fully live in surrender, bliss, and gosh, what can I say? I'm so grateful for this plant medicine. And I know I've spoken so much. If you're considering sitting with ayahuasca, with Iboga, please, you can send me a message and we can chat about that. Iboga is used medically mostly for like people who have health conditions like addictions and all of that. Most people who deal with any addiction, drugs addiction, substance and all that, when you take Iboga, trust me, when you go to the experience, you never want to catch any of the substances again normally. So I'm so excited, and enjoy. That is it for you.